This morning's Hometown's History opens with a question. What do New York's Central Park, the U.S. Capitol grounds, and 3 parks and a boulevard in Milwaukee have in common? They were all designed by the founder of American landscape architecture. With the peak season for parks approaching, I recently went in search of how Frederick Law Olmsted shaped Milwaukee County parks. In 1893, Frederick Law Olmsted designed Lake Park, Newberry Boulevard to unite Lake with Riverside Park just a mile away, and Washington Park, originally called West Park. In fact, to honor the work of this 19th century visionary during the bicentennial of his birth 3 years ago, the county renamed the road that runs through this park Olmsted Way.
If an Olmsted Park is working, people don't even know that it was designed by a person in its entirety. Hi, my name is Michael Carrier. I am a professor of history at the Milwaukee School of Engineering. If you look right behind us right now, you can sort of see those rolling hills, that pastoral vision of what he wanted the park to be. When he starts doing landscape architecture, particularly in parks in the United States, in American cities, it's a period of intense urban growth, and it's a period of intense industrialization, immigration, and so you have these cities welcoming, or in some cases not really welcoming, a lot of new people. And Olmsted's vision was to create a space where anyone could come. So these were public spaces, no one had to pay anything. Prior to this, the standard model of sort of parks, if you will, where often you had to pay to get in, or you had to purchase something like a beer garden. And that's nothing against a beer garden, but this idea that no matter what your station in life was, you would have a space in this park. He really hoped to see public transportation connecting the park to the rest of the city. So this idea of making it, again, accessible in all sort of senses of the word. One of the things that Olmsted didn't want to do is he didn't want space to be prescriptive. So he didn't want you to have to come to a park and think you have to do one thing. And so you often see these open spaces, you see these trails that meander, and that was the point. The idea is you could discover new things, you could find space to do what you wanted.
He had the idea that there should be a mix of active and passive. So the passive was walking, sitting and listening to concerts, perhaps, but then active would be more sports. But he wanted there to be a balance. He wouldn't want the park to be all baseball fields, basketball fields, and he wants there to be places of contemplation. My name is Ann Hamilton. I'm the president of Lake Park Friends. He chose this site because he really loved its natural beauty. You had the lake, which is incredible. He loved the vistas. And then he liked the difference between sort of flat pastoral areas, and then there are 6 ravines running through this park. So he liked there to be a mixture.
Is Olmsted known as much as perhaps he should be known?
We don't think so. It's really great because we are under the National Historic Register of Parks, and that's because of Olmsted's role in this, and also because there is an ancient indigenous mound here. He's so important. And I think that his ideas of parks, access for everybody, places for people from all over. This park, even though, you know, it's way over on Lake Michigan, it's a park that is used by all members of the community. On the weekends, the parking is filled up, and all the picnic areas are filled up, and people come from long distances, also to our concerts in the summer.
Yeah.
It's not just a neighborhood park.
Yeah.
It's for everybody.
Thanks for watching this CBS 58 Sunday Morning Story. Subscribe here and make sure to tune in to CBS 58 every Sunday morning to see more uplifting stories like this. And check out our other playlists on YouTube. You'll find everything from Everyday Heroes to our CBS 58 Hometown series on CBS 58.